Hello, everybody. No, it's been a while, but I'm back. Been 2 months. School started. A bunch of other stuff started. Making new models. But today is November 11th, and you know what that means? It's Veterans Day. Also Remembrance Day for the First World War. Now, I am only remembering one person who was part of in Afghanistan, but there are millions of others who are celebrating people, and what I have here will be displaying two countries that I believe really heavily celebrate Remembrance Day or November 11th, and the end of World War I, if many people don't know. So I have lined up the only French and British things I have. I have a French cannon, but that is not available right now, and I have these British stuff that are kits, 2 Lego, and 1 model. So let's start with my model. So if we move everything to the side. And here it is. My Crusader Mark II and Mark III. Yeah. This is an Airfix kit, and Airfix has been remodeling some of their newest ones. Or I should say oldest, and making new ones. I know they've made one for the Panzer, Panzer IV, Tank Transporter. If you're in areas where they sell Airfix mostly, you get the idea. This, however, was not from a remodel. This was from the original kit itself. I had the kit somewhere, the box. It's very old, and it still has like all the little flaps that were going. It's very old and crumbled. It's not like a new box. Believe it's came out in the 1950s, 60s. I'm not sure. This is one of my favorite kits I've ever built, and I believe, fifth 172nd scale kit I have ever built. Well, it's actually my first 176, because I believe that's what Airfix's scale is. But let's look at the detail on this thing. Just take a moment. It's very well detailed for a little tank. And so is the Mark III turret. From little hatch. Now I modeled this North Africa, but you could have modeled it for the Italian campaign or Europe or maybe the Middle East, or if you could find any East Asia. But I opted North Africa. Now I don't know the marking. It had markings on here, but they didn't actually. Yeah. All I know that this one is color number T124650, and I forgot the regiment already, but it's 52, and the turret has this. I am not sure what it is, but if you know what this marking is for the Crusader 3, you can put it in the description. The tracks came out even nicer, and I even put some sagging. This one sagged a little too much on the wheels because these side skirts were to be model destroyed. Turret moves perfectly, 360. And I like the Crusader 2 model because it has a really nice looking turret and the machine gun in the hull. Now I'm not sure if this machine gun turret is supposed to move 360, but it can, or 120 degrees, but it can. I'm not sure if it did in real life. That's enough elevation to shoot some Italians or Germans. Radiators or the engine right here wasn't my favorite part of it, but it was good enough. Maybe I'll revisit this, and if I get, because this is all painted tan, but if I get another darker tan or something, I will paint highlights like those things right there, and all the bolts are perfect for highlighting. The back is just a crap ton of this black and smog that's supposed to be there, I hope. Now I'll just look at the turret more. Now on both of them I painted the shovel the same. This one has a designation number, but on the bottom, the other one doesn't. Headlights are Same spot. The gun is different, however. This one has, I believe it's supposed to be a sight. It's painted tan by accident, but it's silver. A machine gun, and then the 2-pounder gun, I believe this was. 2-pounder gun. It has a high elevation on it, which I jokingly said it can shoot it can be an anti-aircraft. That's pretty high for a tank, though. It still looks really nice. The pressure on this thing wasn't the best, but it was designated to fight in North Africa, which didn't have many hills. Best it could do was just when going down a hill, like this, or just like speed was going really fast and I had to shoot like a tall mountain position. The machine gun can't elevate at all. Well, let's pop off this turret. Machine gun turret. And make Crusader 3. Sorry. Now this is just a simple, just add the hatch. And add the Mark III. I'm glad Airfix did this with the old kit. I'm not sure if they remade it and did something different. I'm glad they did this with the old kit. The only difference is that no machine gun in the turret or the hull. And the turret itself is different, as we can see. This is the Mark III. For break this. The Mark II only has this big hatch in the middle and two periscopes, which is nothing much. But Mark III has 2 independent hatches, I believe, for commander and gunner. I think more periscopes. And I'm not sure what this little bump is. Maybe to hold the gun or something? Not sure. Elevation on this, the depression is good because this model was used for Italy and I think Europe. I painted the inside black to show like, I don't know, something. I did drill out holes in these, so they come out good. And elevation's blocked by the machine gun. Still very nicely detailed. Now, would I recommend this Airfix kit if someone were ever to buy it? I would say, yeah, I would 100%, as my fingers get in the way. But I gotta go back up to put the Mark II version, the better looking one. Yeah, I'd recommend this to somebody if they want like a nice one-day build kit. Yeah, which model would I recommend? As I also fix the tracks of the model turret. If you want early war, go with the Crusader Mark II. Late, or if you want to do anime, the Mark III. Oh Christ! But it's still a really good one. A great design for the Crusader series. And I'll 100% want to buy an Airfix kit again in the future. Now let's move on to the British kits, which I'll just move this to the side. And when I say British kits, I mean the 2 Lego ones I have. These were 2 ordered. They're both from Brickmania. First one is a 17-pounder. Why am I showing Lego? Because I have nothing else of British model. And it's Remembrance Day. Want to show like the British. So why not show one of Britain's most famous guns besides, you know, I think this is a 6-pounder. Not the 17-pounder, the more famous. This is the 6-pounder. Now for Lego, it's a 1/35 scale. It moves as I knock over the figure. Looks nice. Elevation though is like, well, I moved the frame, so if you just don't break it, you know, it will be good for North Africa, Europe, great for dioramas or mocks. And if you're a Lego enthusiast of World War II, this is a great kit. They don't sell it anymore, but maybe at their store. Kit that I did. This is something I bought for no reason whatsoever. A British para and well bike. If you don't know what a well bike is, it's basically a motorcycle dropped from British cargo planes into World War II. It's folded up, which this kit can do, and it is supposed to be immediately go on the road. If you look up pictures of wheel bikes, they're very thin and small. But they only had like 6 kilometers, and I was on the road for 6 miles, I would say. The figure, which I'm not going to pop off just because it's really uncomfortable to put back on, I'll say is very well detailed and a great description of a British para. Now, if you want to make something for, like, I would say, how would I say this? Market Garden or the Liberation of the Netherlands, this is a great figure you would use, but if you don't want to waste money on just buying a bunch of these and you won't use a wheel bike, I'd say just make your own and just buy the helmet. Because I've seen people make their own with the British paras. It's a real nice strap and gun, though. And those are the British ones they have for Remembrance Day, remembering World War I. Now, this is the only French thing I have. Tank. I plan on getting one of the French prototypes that I saw, but the first modern tank, World War I, that's actually for this day, the Ft-17. Now this came out 2018, which is why you see this really old face. If you're a Lego enthusiast, you see these like in the 70s. It's a nice kit. It can't roll on smooth surfaces, but up bumps and all that, and on like fabric, I tried. High elevation. It's small. Costs $112. People will say, "Oh, that's not that worth it." Well, it's better than wasting like $200 on like one of their other kits. You could have made this. You could make this yourself, but you still have to buy aftermarket with these things, both Lego and not. I'd say it's a great kit and a good kit to celebrate World War I. Now they don't sell this anymore, but they have made a remodeled version, which has the hatch that should be here, a crate, modeled better turret, a different insignia, and a better, different figure than this French guy. That's everything. This was some kind of review, somewhat, just for Remembrance Day, as you know, it's that day. But next video I'll be making will be as I pan over this way on my BMP ones that I have right here. This is a sneak peek of what you're gonna see in the next video. I'll be reviewing the 2 kits, which the Chinese and then Russian, which one I like to build the best and which one I think you should buy. But you shouldn't go by my opinion, just what I think, which is still an opinion. But it'll be just be these videos next, and then my Yak Panzer. So for a while I won't be showing much, more or less just I get my Crusader back in frame for the rest of the video. There we go. I won't be showing much, more or less, or just reviews I will be showing of all my kits. Once in a while, a paint video, but when I get a better camera set, I would. I've gone on for too long rumbling. I hope I see you guys next time. Stay safe, and I hope to see you again. Please like and subscribe, and ring that bell for my 100% weekly, probably weekly, yeah, videos. And if I get 100 subscribers, I'll do a face review. That won't happen, will it? But yeah, and also be on the lookout for this tank to come back for a paint job, which I will do by giving it some sand pigment and all that, and maybe finding a figure to put on the turret. All right, goodbye, and happy Veterans Day.